Good evening and welcome to Crest News at 5 on 106.1 FM Akure. My name is Fumilola Afolabi.
And I am Eniola Olurokinshe.
In the news, Ondo government to launch mobile app for better council-to-state communication.
Reactions trail Natasha's attempted Senate return.
4 PDP senators defect to APC as Senate majority grows to 72.
Security forces arrest 12 suspected kidnappers in Famati in Kogi, Kwara states.
And now the news in full. Ondo State government is set to launch a mobile application that will assist in passing information from local councils to the state level. Speaking on the Crest Breakfast Show today, the State Commissioner for Information and Orientation, Mr. Idu Ajanaku, noted that government will ensure timely information on development in the state for the benefits of everyone.
So you can be rest assured that at every point in time, we will be giving you a breakdown of what is happening in government. So I also intend on launching an app that will also try as much as possible to create an information right here from the state level to the local government level, like I said, and the grassroots level.
He also promised robust collaboration with the media outlets within and outside the state.
I will not only be friendly with the media practitioner in Ondo State, but information will continue to flow from the state so that people will know what we are doing. We are open to ideas. Where we are doing well, we expect you to commend us. Where we have not done enough, we expect you to tell us. And what you think it is good for us to do to better the lot of the people of Ondo State, we also expect the media to point out that direction.
Ajanaku took over office following his inauguration last week, becoming the third information commissioner in the state in the last 3 years.
Mixed reactions have trailed the unfolding drama that ensued after the attempted return of Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan to the Senate following a court ruling in her favor. These, as just as legal experts and political analysts, offered varied interpretations of the court's decision and its implications. Crest FM's Oluwatobi Oladipupo completes the reports.
On March 6, the Senate suspended Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, who represents Kogi Central, for 6 months over alleged violations of Senate rules. The suspension also followed the public allegations of sexual harassment against Senate President Godswill Akpabio. Senator Akpoti-Uduaghan challenged the suspension in court, describing it as illegal. Recently, the Federal High Court in Abuja ruled in her favor, ordering the Senate to lift her suspension and allow her to resume her legislative duties. However, when she attempted to return to the National Assembly yesterday, she was denied entry. Despite several efforts by her and her supporters, security officials refused to grant her access. She eventually left the premises, visibly displeased by the development. The incident has sparked a wave of public and legal debate. A legal practitioner, Towo Osheruwoja, stated that the court order remains binding and that the senator has every right to resume her duties.
Is a court order, and to all those who believe in the rule of law, the action of the Senate is excessive. So there is no need for her even saying, okay, I vow. Obviously, that suspension by virtue of the court order has been stopped.
Another legal expert, Ahmed Bomo, noted that the Senate is obligated to obey the court ruling unless and until it is unturned by higher court.
I think once there's an order of the court, whether or not you agree, your first thought is to abide. And I think definitely the Senate ought, by every means necessary, abide by it, even if it's interlocutory, and seek further clarification.
A political analyst, Kehinde Badijo, urged both parties to resolve the issue amicably and shift focus to more pressing national matters.
Legislators should be able to comport themselves. They know why they are there. The Senate President should also look at the issue. So I think the two of them are trying to show their strength.
On the other hand, a legal practitioner, Elvis Asila, argued that while the court nullified the 6-month suspension, It did not compel the Senate to reinstate her without following due process.
The court believes that the Senate should recall the senator. And if the Senate fails to do that, there are legal mechanisms for seeking to enforce positive order of court. And I don't think self-help is one of them. Going to the Senate to say you want to resume.
In response, Senate spokesperson Senator Yemi Adaramodu maintained that the Senate has not yet received a direct court order, and as such, Senator Natasha Akpoti-Oduaghan remains suspended.
We have said that until and when the court rules and gives a definitive order that, look, what you have done is unconstitutional. When the order has not come, the suspension subsists.
Meanwhile, Senator Akpoti-Oduaghan has pledged to consult a legal team on the next steps to take. For Crest FM, Oluwatobi Oladipupo reporting.
A legal practitioner, Ekimini Udim, has faulted Senator Natasha Akpoti-Oduaghan's attempt to resume at the Senate, claiming the court verdict on the matter did not order the lifting of the suspension on the Kogi Central lawmaker. Speaking on a national television today, Udim explained that the judge only warned that suspending a senator for 6 months is harmful to democracy and recommended that the Senate amend the rule.
The judgment is clear, everybody sees it. What the trial judge did was, I have looked at the rules of the Senate. There is no limit as to the period of time to suspend. And this is not good for democracy, okay? I never recommend that the Senate should amend this, because honestly, there is no provision of that judgment that says, recall Senator Natasha.
Also speaking, a human rights activist, Precious Oroche, argued that a court directive, regardless of whether it is presented as a recommendation, order, or statement, is binding on all institutions across the country.
Decision of a court. And this decision can come in different ways. It can come as a recommendation, as a statement. The Constitution also stated that any decision of the court is binding on any institution across the Federation. It's a recommendation, not a decision of the court, and is the decision of a court not binding?
It will be recalled that the embattled senator was denied access to the upper chamber while trying to resume yesterday.
In a related development, the Senate has formally received 4 lawmakers who have defected from the opposition People's Democratic Party (PDP) to the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC), further strengthening the party's hold on the upper chamber. The defectors include Senator Ekong Samson, Akwa Ibom South, Senator Etim Basi, Akwa Ibom Northeast, Senator Francis Fadausi, Osun East, and Senator Olubiye Fade, Osun Central. The Senate today relaxed its rules to allow the presence of some high-profile APC officials, including the party's national secretary, chairman of the APC in Osun State, members of the House of Representatives, and former Minister Chris Ngige, who were in the chamber to witness the wave of defection. With the latest shifts, the APC now commands 72 seats in the 10th Senate, up from the 50 seat it held at the commencement of the current assembly in June 2023.
In the same vein, a member of the House of Representatives representing Ife Federal Constituency in Osun State, Taufik Ajileshoro, has resigned from the People's Democratic Party (PDP), citing internal crisis and legal battles within the party. He announced his resignation in a later address to the PDP chairman in Ife Central Local Government Area. He is the latest in a string of defections by PDP lawmakers in Osun State.
Following the decision of Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke to remain in the People's Democratic Party (PDP) after several weeks of speculations about his defection to the All Progressives Congress (APC), the party has disclosed that it's rejected the governor's move as his administration's poor performance has made him a liability. According to the APC, in a statement by its Director of Media and Information, Kola Olabisi, today, the party's chairman, Tajuddin Lawal, said moving from one political party to another is not a big deal, but the party rejected Adeleke because of his many baggage, which makes him a liability to the party. The party added that the PDP has become a leper's house deserted by bigwigs with good intentions to serve the public. Reacting, the PDP in the state said the party is a solid platform that enjoys the support of the people in the state.
The interim spokesperson of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, Bolaji Abdullahi, says the Tinubu-led Renewed Hope agenda has collapsed into hopelessness. Speaking to newsmen today, Abdullahi blamed the federal government for the rise in insecurity and poverty in the country, saying the system is failing Nigerians.
When we are at 2027, Nigerians can look at the APC and say, are we happy with them? Okay, let them continue. If we are not happy, then what alternative? It's dangerous if there are no alternative.
Abdullahi said the government should prioritize doing what is right over taking the easy route or avoiding difficult reforms.
The question is whether when we are at 2027, the question is whether the coalition is just about taking power in 2027. I think it goes beyond that. For me personally, when I said I was invited and I liked what I was hearing, I could see a new vision. I could see a possibility that transcends just 2027.
He added that the ADC offers a value-based alternative and urged Nigerians to focus on fixing the system, not recycling failed leadership.
The vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general elections, Yusuf Dati Baba Ahmed, has reaffirmed the party's relevance in Nigeria's political future, adding that the party cannot be sidelined in the ongoing coalition talks in the country. Speaking on the national television today, Ahmed criticized the current administration's economic approach, liking President Bola Tinubu to a tax collector focused on revenue rather than citizens' well-being.
Labour Party is not a party to walk away from, not a party to be abandoned or to be ignored. I remind you that to the best of our knowledge, and tens of millions across Nigeria, we won the election.
He emphasized that the credible primaries are key to any serious 2027 alliance, adding that the Labour Party deserves better than being walked away from or abandoned.
Tinubu is a tax collector, so he is more after the capacity to collect more. Excellency Peter Obi is on the side of spend more carefully. When you're collecting, also collect in such a way that you do not hurt the citizens. You don't destroy. This is a key difference Peter Obi-led government and Uncle Tinubu's government.
Baba Ahmed urged Nigerians to be optimistic and believe in the future of the nation.
Meanwhile, no fewer than 80 students today graduated from the preschool and primary schools of Impact International Schools. The founder of the school, Mrs. Oluwatoyin Adeonugbe, at the graduation ceremony today, expressed confidence in the ability of our students in writing any external examination via computer-based test, as mandated by the West African Examination Council WAEC recently. Cresta Firms or Mary Duncan Olutu, who was at the event, now reports.
A sense of excitement and gratitude filled the air as Impact Preschool and Primary marked its 20th graduation ceremony since inception, with pupils, parents, and invited guests in attendance to celebrate a journey of academic excellence and growth. Speaking at the ceremony, the founder, Impact International School, Mrs. Oluwatoyin Adenuigbe, expressed joy at the opportunity to commemorate 2 decades of consistent learning standards. She noted that despite economic realities and power challenges facing the country, the school had continued to thrive.
It has been 20 years of unbeatable testimonies. Just like yesterday, God has been so awesome. God is the one leading us. At every junction, there are different challenges. But the good news is that He who is in us, the architect of the vision, is greater than even the challenges that come our ways.
The keynote address delivered by Director of Education, Mr. Akindele Ige, emphasized the importance of foundational education, said the school had continued to assist the Ondo State government in shaping the nation's future. He commended the school's consistency in nurturing young minds.
We know what you are doing in the state for humanity, what you are doing for education development at large. It is a reality that government cannot shoulder the responsibility for education development. Impact High School has over the years been assisting in this regard.
Best graduating students of the praise set, Darasimi and Fikayomi Ekuchine, were elated and surprised at the awards and scholarships they both received. They appreciated their parents and teachers for the values instilled in them.
I feel happy and surprised. I put in the hard work, but I wasn't really expecting like that. I feel happy, I'm excited. I can say I'm one of the happiest person on earth or in the school. It was never expected. I thought it was just go to another person, but it came to me.
Parents expressed joy but gave all glory to God for the successes of their children and grateful that the hard work paid off.
Today is a glorious day, a day of joy. I want to thank God today for blessing the boy with success after a lot of hard work. Very, very happy. Though I am not surprised because I know right from day one she has always been exceptional in virtually all the things that she does. So I'm very, very happy and I am not surprised.
The event featured a lineup of vibrant performances by the graduating pupils, including cultural dances, poems, drama presentations, and a graduation march past. They also gathered to cut the 20th graduation anniversary cake. For the pupils, it was a day of joy, farewells, and new beginnings, leaving behind memories and stepping into a new phase of life. For Crest FM, Omari Duncan Olotu reporting.
The Nigerian Patriotic Front Movement, NPFL, has vowed to hold a peaceful protest across the country in memory of those who were unlawfully killed, missing, and imprisoned for protesting against the End Bad Governance on August 1, 2024. The national chairman of NPFM, Abdulmajid Daudu, stated this at a news conference as part of activities to commemorate the End Bad Governance protest anniversary in Kano today. He said the group had resolved to come out en masse on August 1st to fulfill their constitutional right. He maintained that the group still demands improvement of security situation, reduction in cost of living, fuel, payment of pensions, among others.
12 suspected kidnappers and one informant have been arrested in a coordinated security operation carried out across parts of Kogi and Kwara states. Kogi State Commissioner for Information and Communications, Kingsley Fanwo, made this known today in a statement made available to newsmen in Lokoja. The statement added that the security forces engaged the suspects in a fierce gun battle, during which some of the kidnappers fled, abandoning their motorcycles and kidnapped victims. Several kidnapped women were successfully rescued during the confrontation. The commissioner assured the public that the arrested suspects will face full prosecution after investigations, reaffirming the state's zero-tolerance stance on criminality.
You're listening to Crest News at 5 on 106.1 FM. Akure still to come. Business, foreign, entertainment and sport news. Please stay with us.
Welcome to Great Springs International School, Owo, where excellence knows no bounds. Our commitment to international standards shines through every classroom, and our state-of-the-art facilities create an environment for limitless learning. From day to boarding, we provide a nurturing space for growth, ensuring your child's educational journey is truly exceptional. Admissions are in full swing into GSS classes and SS1 only. Seize the opportunity to join a school that sets the benchmark for excellence. Admission forms are obtainable from the school premises and at Fingerprint Hotel and Suites or Baile Akure North. Scholarship for the best 3 students. First position gets 100% scholarship on tuition, while second position gets 75% and third position gets 50%. Entrance examination into 2024-2025 academic session will hold at the school Emureile Owo Road beside computerized VIO office Owo, Ondo State, Nigeria, and at Fingerprint Hotel and Suites or Baile Akure North and online. Telephone 0703 360 6184. Great Springs International School, soaring in excellence.
Oh, yeah. Class, make una calm down. Today, we will talk about how una day take start. Emeka, you go first.
My mama wake us up for 6 a.m. Make we ready for school. We just finished cut up and cake with John Vent 3 in white chocolate for breakfast.
My mama they give us John Vent 3 in 1 too. It's sweet way.
My mama they call am instant goodness. Me and my sister they always put tab inside pap. It's sweet well.
John Vent 3 in 1 chocolate. Now better chocolate drink where they make from rich cocoa, milky and sugar. John Vent 3 in 1 chocolate. Enjoy instant goodness.
What you're about to taste is so hot, it's got basket mouth singing.
Mini Ninja Pepe flavor. Yeah. Mini Ninja Pepe flavor. Correct. Heat.
Mini Ninja flavor.
Nothing brings the heat like the bold taste of Mini Me Noodles Niger Pepper flavor. Try it today and see for yourself. Mini Me Noodles Niger Pepper flavor. Slap it like it's hot.
You're welcome back on Business News this evening. Edo Court convicts DHL franchise owner for losing customers' parcels. Let's join Simululio Stephen for this and more.
Good evening. This is Business News. A magistrate court sitting in Benin City, Edo State, has convicted a franchise owner of DHL in Benin City, Nuhu Omakide, on 5 counts of conspiracy to steal, stealing, and unlawful interference with customers' property. Omakide was convicted by Chief Magistrate on mass media under the Criminal Law of Edo State 2022. The parcel was submitted at DHL's Airport Road Office in Benin City in July 2023 for onward delivery to the United Kingdom, but allegedly disappeared under Omakide's custody and failed to arrive at its destination. Delivering the judgment, the Chief Magistrate agreed with the prosecution and convicted the defendant on all 5 counts. The House Committee on Petroleum Downstream Sector has dismissed petitions demanding the sack of the Chief Executive Officer of the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority, Mr. Farouk Ahmed, Chairman of the committee, Ikenga Ngochinyere, who said this at a news conference in Abuja today, said the committee, after considering laudable research of the NMDPRA under Ahmed's leadership, dismissed petitions calling for a sack. The lawmaker also expressed worry over the alleged proposal of the government to sell some of the country's refineries after spending so much money to revive them. Ngochinyere affirmed the committee's dedication to transparency and accountability, promising a detailed investigation into the alleged proposal. That's Business News. I am Similulua Stephen. Good evening.
On the foreign scene this evening, Trump announces massive Japan-US trade deal. Omari Duncan Olotu is here with details.
Good evening, and this is the foreign news. President Donald Trump has announced a massive trade deal with Japan, marking a key breakthrough for major U.S. trade partners as they scramble to strike agreements before the end of this month. In an attempt to slash his country's colossal trade deficit, the U.S. president has vowed to hit dozens of countries with punitive reciprocal tariffs if they do not hammer out a pact with Washington by August 1st. The breakthrough makes Japan one of the 5 countries to have signed an agreement, along with Britain, Vietnam, Indonesia, and the Philippines, after Trump promised in April he would get 90 deals in 90 days. He, however, did not provide further details on the unusual investment plan, but said it will create hundreds of thousands of jobs. And in other development, more than 100 aid agencies have been warned that massive starvation is spreading across Gaza, accusing Israel of not allowing food inside the strip to be distributed. The Hamas-run health ministry in Gaza says 10 people have died of malnutrition in the last 24 hours alone. Israel said there were 950 trucks worth of aid currently waiting in Gaza for international organizations to pick up and distribute. It added that its ground and air offensive continues, with the Hamas-run Civil Defense Agency reporting 17 people killed by airstrikes in Gaza today. That's foreign news. Thanks for listening. I am Omari Duncan Olotu. Good evening.
In the showbiz world, CDQ explains why he quit banking to pursue music. Dolapo Ajonri is standing by.
Good evening, this is Entertainment News. Rapper CDQ has revealed that he left his banking job to pursue a career in music. In an interview, CDQ said he became a banker to fulfill his late father's wish, but he later realized that it wasn't his true calling. During work hours, CDQ said he found himself writing lyrics instead of focusing on his banking responsibilities, which ultimately led him to quit his job. He mentioned that he confided in his friend and music producer, Mastercraft, who had previously lent him suits to wear to the bank. Nollywood actress and filmmaker Omoni Oboli has shared the key to her long-lasting 24-year-old marriage to Nnamdi Oboli. In a recent interview, Omoni attributed their successful union to a decision they made before exchanging vows, stating that they eliminated divorce as an option. She asserted that the commitment had helped them navigate the challenges of married life, including their turbulent first year together. The mother of three further emphasized the importance of forgiveness in a successful marriage, highlighting that the mindset has enabled them to overcome conflict and strengthen their relationship. That's Entertainment News. I am Dolapo Anjori. Good evening.
And on sports, Arsenal beat AC Milan in first preseason clash. Abani Konda Leo Logba is our guide.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. Nigeria's head coach Justin Madugu has praised the unity and mental resilience of his players after the Super Falcons edged South Africa 2-1 in a tense Women's Africa Cup of Nations semi-final last night in Casablanca, despite in every second half that saw Nigeria concede an equalizer from the penalty spot. The Falcons regrouped and found a dramatic late winner through Michel Aluzier's lofted ball that earned a record 10th final appearance for the nighttime champions. Reflecting on the emotional charged encounter, Madugu revealed that the turning point came when the players managed to overcome their momentary loss of confidence following South Africa's equalizer. And to Europe, where Arsenal kicked off their preseason tour of Asia with a 1-0 win over AC Milan at Singapore's National Stadium today. A second-half goal from Bukayo Saka sealed a deserved win for Mikel Arteta's side before the post-game penalty shootout, which has become a tradition after many of these friendly matches. The Gunners handed a first start to new midfield signing Christian Nordgaard, while fellow arrivals Martin Zubimendi and Kepa Arrizabalaga got off the bench in the second period. Youngsters including Joshua Nichols, Malis Salmon, and highly rated Max Doman also got some minutes. Milan enjoyed more possession in the first half, but Arsenal carried the greater threat, with Ethan Nwaneri forcing a good save from Pietro Terracciano. The English Premier League side assumed more control after the restart and deservedly took the lead when Saka bounced a half volley into the corner of the net from Jakub Kivior's superb left-wing cross. Leandro Trossard forced a fine save from substitute goalkeeper Lorenzo Toriani, who also kept out Mikel Merino's header at full stretch. That's sport. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Abani Konda Leo Logba. Good evening.
With that sports package, we have this edition of Crest News at 5 on 106.1 FM Akure. Join us again tomorrow for another edition. On behalf of the production crew, led by Dayo Afolabi, my name is Fumilola Afolabi.
And I am Eniola Olurokin. Many thanks for listening. Good evening.